everyone, it's Rebecca here, right in front of her messy shelves. This is why I don't film up here anymore, because I have piles upon piles of books. But today I thought I would share with you a try a chapter unhaul. I am going to have to split this and it's going to be in between book hauls, but bear with me, okay? The reason it's happening is because I have so many new books, I need to make room for them on my shelves. Just a disclaimer as well, if any of these are your favourite books, sorry not sorry. And also I'm still overcoming a cold, and I will say this in every video, I'm still overcoming a cold. These are being scheduled, so if my voice changes in between each video, or if I lose my voice all of a sudden, that is why. Because it really goddamn hurts sometimes to breathe and to cough. But yes, I am trying to get over this cold. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get stuck into the first set of books that I am going to try a chapter of. Okay, so we have 6 books here. These are all mainly in the thriller category, so this is probably just going to be thriller books, try a chapter unhaul edition. Which I know that Nicole from Beautiful Chaos of Books recently did, and I absolutely loved it, so I'm kind of, but not kind of, stealing her ideas, sorry not sorry. I remember I'll leave a link to her channel down below, and possibly even that video if I'm that prepared. But it's me, I probably won't be. So yes, so, first up, in case you couldn't already see it, is Snap by Belinda Bauer. I really enjoyed The Beautiful Dead by this author, so I did really want to pick this one up, and I am quite intrigued by this one. This one is about a woman who had left her children after a car crash to go get an emergency phone call and hasn't come back, and we're following the children's perspectives and I'm assuming their journey. I mean, everything's not going to be as it seems. At least one of these parties is going to be dead. I mean, let's be honest here. I really loved The Beautiful Dead, so I picked up Snap. Next up we have The 13 by Steve Kavanagh. This is, I actually bought this one second hand, so I'm being really good and, oh god, dropping all the other books. But this one follows the idea of a murder mystery, and it's what if the killer's actually on the jury. And apparently there's a defendant with a secret. So, I mean, the secret might be that he's not actually the murderer. Whatever. But I've heard good things about that too. Next up we have The Girl with a Clock for a Heart by Peter Swanson. I'd heard of this author from the book The Kind Worth Killing, which I didn't actually pick up because I'm a terrible human being. But yeah. Apparently this is impossible not to read in one sitting, so I guess we'll just wait and see. But it's about a woman who is a childhood sweetheart of this man who then goes missing 20 years later. So, whatever. Next up we have Widows by Linda LaPlante. This actually was turned into a film. I picked it up because the film actually looked really good, and it's about the wives of criminals who have sadly died or have been killed. I say sadly, but they're criminals. And the wives decide to pull off the heist instead. Yeah. So there's a security van heist that goes disastrously wrong, and 3 wives are left widowed, so they kind of decide to pull it off themselves. Next up I have I Know Who You Are by Alice Feeney. This one I picked up because I was really intrigued by it, and it was a very bright yellow colour cover as well. Slightly short, and I thought, interesting. I thought this gave me a little bit of like Genuine Fraud kind of vibes by E. Lockhart, and I had mixed feelings about that, if you remember. But this is about a woman who is an actress that everyone thinks they know but can't remember from where, apart from one person who knows them very well, who knows who she is and what she did. And her husband goes missing and she can't seem to figure out who to contact, and the police think she's hiding something to do with the case. So yeah, interested. And the last one is a one that I have had for a while. I got it off my in-laws, and it's Ash by James Herbert. I actually picked this one up off them because they were getting rid of it anyway. And this is classed as a chiller, which is like a cozy thriller, maybe. But I think it's about as far as I'm aware, it's about a haunted house. I don't know. So yeah, I think I will start with this one when it comes to reading, because it's in my hand and I'm lazy. So yes, these are the books that I'm planning to try a chapter of. If I like them, then obviously they will stay. If I don't like them, they're gone. They're gone. Gone, mate. Gone. Do impromptu crappy montage and hacking and coughing and sniffing for the next 20 minutes or something stupid like that. Bye! I mean, that's literally a page. What am I meant to do with a page? I'm gonna have to read more than a page. Okay, so I've just finished Ash, I say I finished the first chapter. The first chapter was literally like 2 pages. And I started reading chapter 2 and got to page 12 and I'm bored. Really, really bored. So the prologue, the first page talks about a woman dying, which was quite interesting, not gonna lie. And then the first chapter is about people marking somebody, and for some reason this man is carrying an umbrella on a cloudless day. I'm assuming it's a weapon. But then we go to the second chapter and we're following this guy who's late for work, and that's as far as I got, and I was like, you know what, I am bored. I think we know where this is going, to be honest. I'm going to Unhaul Ash by James Herbert. One for one so far so good. So next up we have I Know Who You Are by Alice Feeney, and the first chapter, you would think I would have looked this up first. Oh, it's got big font. Okay, so the first 2 chapters are 15 pages, so we're good. Let's get cracking. I just can't. Okay, so I managed 3 pages. 3 pages of a pretentious main character who's like, that's not me anymore. I am who I am because of him. I can still fix my marriage even though we fought and we hit each other last night. I can still do that every couple fights. Not physically. What the hell? So, within the first 3 pages we have trigger warnings for physical assault, physical abuse, domestic violence, anxiety, fat phobia, body dysmorphia, body image problems. I think it's body image problems. This, oh man, I was so looking forward to getting to this one too, and I'm just so annoyed, so annoyed. I think the whole point of this video is to get rid of books. I totally get that, okay? Totally get that this whole point of this is to get rid of stuff, but I would like to have actually enjoyed that, and that's really annoyed me that I've actually been more annoyed than anything else. So next up we have Widows by Linda LaPlante. This one has been probably out of this pile on my TBR physically for the longest time. So let's get cracking. So far the prologue was very interesting. It tells you about how the wives became widows, and you know, I know for a fact that that's not going to be the whole book, but that was quite interesting. Okay, so I got to page, okay, I got to a page before the end of chapter 1, and so the whole of this first chapter is about the widows becoming widows, finding out that they're widows, and burying their husbands. Just give me the goddamn crime already. Like, I'd rather have this in like flashbacks or something. Just give me the crime. I don't really care. That makes me sound dead heartless, but that is just, it's just dragging it out, completely dragging it out, completely unnecessary. Unless the mother-in-laws are going to have something to do with it in future, I don't really care. Don't really care that one of the wives had a Barney with the mother-in-law when they found out they were engaged. Don't really care that, you know, one of them needed to have a business-like funeral to bury their husband, but she just wanted. I don't care that one of them just wanted to curl up in a ball and die. I just want to get to the good stuff. This is another one, getting rid of. 3 for 3 so far. Woohoo! At least I'm getting rid of some books. So next up we have The Girl with the Clock for Heart by Peter Swanson, and I've got high hopes for this just from the back of the book. But then again, the back of those books were also very positive because they have to be, so fingers crossed. Why did you do, why? This woman apparently damages her books. Not damages, but she boxes things. Instead of underlining it, she puts things in boxes, in quotes. Don't trust this woman. Okay, so I've just finished The Girl with a Clock for Heart, and I have to say, I'm kind of intrigued. The man does sound like a bit of a dick though. He eyes up women in the bar. He talks about how his current love thrown around very, very loosely, looks like his ex, and then his ex shows up, and you know what? I think she's hiding something, funnily enough. I mean, yeah, 20 years later she's back. She's in trouble. Yeah, she's back. And I think this is going to cause a lot of problems because that the girl that the woman that he's on and off with at the minute is very understanding and clearly very supportive at this point. Is like, yeah, if it's an old friend, go say hi. But this old friend has a lot of secrets, so I'm quite intrigued. So I think I might actually keep this one. So yeah. Next up we have 13 by Steve Kavanagh, which is the serial killer on the jury. Let's go. Hate it. And there's a prologue that's quite long and small writing, because then I feel obliged to read it, especially in these videos. But anyway, let's go. Whoa! Okay. Very intense, very quickly. They're not killing a man. Wow, okay. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, okay, so I've just finished the prologue. I don't think I need to read any more to decide that I am actually going to keep this and try and read this, because holy crap, that was a lot. I'm very, very intrigued. And you know what? Kind of respect Kane. In a sick, sadistic kind of way. Very intrigued as to see where this is going. And finally, one of my favourite ones that I wanted to read is Snap by Belinda Bauer. So let's see how this goes and we can wrap this up. Okay, so I've read the first bit of this and I'm keeping it. Because you know what? It's following an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old or 2-year-old. 2-year-old? And their pregnant mum has a broken down car, tells them to wait in the car and she'll be back. She says she'll be 10 minutes and she's gone for like 25. They go to find her, and then the oldest, the boy Jack, kind of gets a sense of feeling of something being very, very wrong when they reach the phone. So yeah, I'm very, very interested to see what actually happened, and it jumps forward a couple of years as well after this chapter. So yes, very, very excited to see where this goes. Okay, so there we have it. I need to go charge my camera battery now because I sat and had that filming the whole time because I'm an idiot. So, out of the 6 books, I'm getting rid of 3 and keeping 3. The 3 that I'm keeping are Snap by Belinda Bauer, 13 by Steve Kavanagh, and The Girl with a Clock for a Heart by Peter Swanson. Funnily enough, they're all quite... they're not quite similar, they're quite different. That was such a lie, they're not similar at all. But these are the 3 books that I've decided to keep. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these. And also don't forget to let me know if you think I've made a mistake in getting rid of Ash, I Know Who You Are, or Widows, although I doubt there's going to be very many people that think that. But yes, I am going to go try and read these at some point. And I will have another video up shortly, which will either be a book haul or an unhaul, because that's just brand for me. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these, what your favourites are. And yeah, all of my social media links are down there too. So if you open the description box, you will get a link to my Instagram, Twitter and Goodreads, and my blog, which I'm sucky at. But yes, go follow me on other social media platforms. I'd love to make new friends, and I shall speak to you all soon in another video. Bye!